What's up, everybody? It is Amrinder Singh. Today, we're gonna learn two Punjabi words. One is dardh and another is dukh. Dardh and dukh. They both words are very similar. In some situation, it has same meaning. In different situation, it could be little different. So the basic meaning of dardh and dukh means like a pain. All right, pain or you hurting, something like that. Specifically pain. But dukh also mean like a sorrow, like it's not necessarily physical pain, it's also your emotional pain. All right. And if you want to use in the verb, so dukh becomes like a dukhna. It could be a dukhda, dukhuga, depends on the situation, in future and past, whatever. Um, and dard is going to be like a dard hona. So dard is basically a noun, and we have to use hona to make it verb like a dard hona, dard hoya in past, dard hoga in future. So we use the extra verb with dard hona. But dukh is it has its own verb like dukhna in past dukhya, in future dukhuga, like that. Um, Now I'm gonna do these um words in sentences so you can basically get the better idea and you can understand them better. Okay, so if we see them as a noun, for example, so when people say like if let's say you have a headache and your head is hurting, you can say ਮੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਰਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ. ਮੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਰਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ. ਮੇਰੇ means my, ਸਿਰ means your head, ਦਰਦ means pain, ਹੁੰਦਾ means happening. ਮੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਰਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ. This is the one way to say it. Mostly we don't say it, but I see some people use that way. But what most common we use, like in my area, we say ਮੇਰਾ ਸਿਰ ਦੁਖਦਾ. All right. Mera sir dukhda. So mera means my, sir means head, dukhda. So dukhda means it's hurting, like your head is hurting, all right, or you have a headache. So you can see the way we use as a verb. So we say dard hunda. So we use dard as a noun. Hunda means it's happening. We use a separate verb, all right. Sir de vich, in the head. We say which means in. Sir de vich dard hunda, like there's a pain in my head. But when we say like mera sir dukhda, it means my head is hurting. So dukhda we use it as a verb. All right. So this was the physical pain. If you wanna talk about any physical pain, this is how you can say ਮੇਰੀ ਲੱਤ ਦੁਖਦੀ ਆ, ਮੇਰੇ ਲੱਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਰਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ, or my leg is hurting, or there's a pain in my leg, whatever you want to use. You can use dard or dukhta. Um, so this is the physical pain. But if you have some kind of emotional pain, so people say like mostly I see like when somebody's kid is not doing like listen to their parents, maybe he is into drugs, stuff like that. There's some like a phrase people use a lot, especially his parents. Like they could say like "Sanu tum kyon dukh dinna." Sanu means we, all right, or us. Sanu tum means you. Kyon means why. Dukh dinna, like why you're giving us pain, because you are into a drugs or whatever, and we are not happy to see you as a drug addict because we are your parents, you know. So definitely they are not happy if somebody is into drugs. Um, so when they say dok here, you can see here's a difference. The verb dok, dinna, all right. So here we use dok as a sorrow, all right, as a sorrow, as a noun. Dinna means give. So here we say, why are you giving us pain, all right, or sadness or sorrow? So we say duk dinna here. But when you have physical pain, like your head was hurting, we say mera sir dukh. At that time we use dukda, and now we say duk dinna. All right. So that's the main difference when you're talking about your physical pain or your emotional pain. Sometimes people talk about like ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਦੇ ਮਾਂ ਪਿਓ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਦੁੱਖ ਦਿੱਤਾ. All right. So this is the past tense. Dukh ditta. All right. When we say dukh dinna, it means you keep doing it. When we say ditta, so in the past. So sometimes people talk about maybe somebody's parents trying to basically help their son, but their son was addicted to the drugs, and then maybe he died, but his parents go through pain, and people will talk about like ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਦੇ ਮਾਪੇ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਦੁੱਖ ਦਿੱਤਾ, like he gave a lot of sadness or the pain, basically the emotional pain to his parents. All right, so this is the emotional pain we talk about. In this situation, you don't use dardh. All right, dardh is only for physical pain. All right, but dukh could be used like if it's a physical pain, you can say use it as a verb, but if it's a emotional pain, you can use it noun, all right, like dokda and dok. So okay, if the verb, we take the verb dokda, all right, so how would you use in the past versus um in present or future, whatever, right? So in the past, let's say you say, we're going to take the same example so it's going to be easier for you to understand. Let's say just take the headache example. When you say mera sir dukhda, it means my head is hurting, all right, dukhda. So it means it's happening right now, all right. You can also say another way, dukhi janda, all right. It means also it's happening. And some people say dukhundea. Mostly the people from Madhya, they say mera sir dukhundea. Um, so yeah, make sure if you don't know why it's different, because we have a different dialects in Punjabi, especially main three, Madhya, Doabra, Malwa, so we use a little bit different. So that's what I'm teaching you. So make sure you listen my podcast, those podcasts where I explain different kind of dialects, especially the continuing tense when something is happening right now. There's some differences, like we say here in my area. So we say mera sir dukhda or mera sir dukhi janda. It means my head is hurting. And the people from Madhya, they say mera sir dukhundea. So yeah, like that. Make sure you just check my podcast, other podcasts, and listen these kind of podcasts if you want to learn more about continuing tense or about like different kind of dialects. And another thing, if you want to take private classes from me, you can, link is in the description. You can contact me through my email, or there's also my Telegram contact. So yeah, definitely message me if you want private classes. And if you have any question, you can also comment. If you're watching it on YouTube, um, then I can reply to you if I think I can solve your uh, problem you're facing in Punjabi. So anyway, now back to the topic. So okay, mera sir dukh, that means it's happening now, it's hurting now. In past, if you say yesterday my head hurt a lot, then you say kal mera sir dukhya. Now dukhda become dukhya. In the past, it's dukhya. So in the future, you will say dukhuga. Like if I watch so much or so long TV, like if I'm going to watch a TV so long, you wanna say my head is going to be hurt. So you can say, um, ਜੇ ਮੈਂ TV ਦੇਖੂੰਗਾ ਲੰਮਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਿਰ ਦੁਖੂਗਾ. So now the verb become ਦੁਖੂਗਾ. So in future it's ਦੁਖੂਗਾ. In the present ਦੁਖਦਾ or ਦੁਖੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਦੁਖ ਰਿਹਾ, whatever. In the past it's like a dukhya. All right. So again, when you're using in future, so it's like a duhuga. But if you're using different pronouns, like if you're saying o, then you say oda said dukuga, like that. So it could be a little bit different. Depends on the sentence and even sometimes in the pronoun. So yeah, it was the duhuga. And same with the dardh. So dardh hunda. So you will say dardh hunda. Mere sir de vich dardh hunda in like in present tense. And fast you say ਦਰਦ ਹੋਇਆ ਕੱਲ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ 'ਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਦਰਦ ਹੋਇਆ now it's ਦਰਦ ਹੋਇਆ so ਦਰਦ is going to be the same the only word we're going to change is ਹੁੰਦਾ alright ਦਰਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ in present and past ਹੋਇਆ and in the future ਹੋਊਗਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਿਰ 'ਚ ਦਰਦ ਹੋਊਗਾ if I do this then it's gonna be hurting you know so yeah make sure just check these basic things there would be a few other things other situation their verb could be a little bit different change it a little bit different way but mostly in the basics so you keep in mind in three way dard hoya in the past dard hunda means present and dard hoga means in the future so same with the dukhda present and dukhuga future and dukhya past all right and there's one more thing I wanna tell you we use this a lot so for example let's say you got injured let's say your knee and it's just kind of like it had a little bit of wound on your knee um and if your friend is sitting beside you you just want to tell like just be careful don't hit my knee or something like that so in Punjabi we say like mera goda na dakha di mera means my goda means knee dakha so here it doesn't mean show so it's basically means dukh it's a part of dukh da so dakha all right dakha di so it means it's kind of passive way to say it like a you know like when you hit so it would be pain in my knee because there's a wound if you touch it maybe you just hit with accidentally with your elbow whatever or your leg so so the cause is not itself it because of you that time we say mera goda na dakha di all right or maybe you just hit me accidentally with your elbow while we were sitting, I have a wound and it's like it start hurting, then I would say, "Tu mera goda dikhata." Tu mera goda dikhata. So it seems like some people are gonna confuse it, like it means you show my knee. You know, you could understand that way. This is so funny, you know. But it's not means if I say tu mera goda dikhata, it didn't mean I'm saying like you show me my knee. It means I'm showing you're the reason who basically you're the reason for my knee pain because it was so nice. It was healing. Now you hit it. Now it's hurting. All right. So yeah, we use the khadim or the khata. The khata in the past and the khadim means like a not khadim. Basically, I'm warning you if you do this, you can basically you can hurt me. All right. Anyway, this is it. That's what I want to tell you. New vocabulary and the way we use these two words, dard and dukh, which means the pain or sorrow, how we use that's what I want to teach you. And I also want to tell you like how it's changed depending on the sentences, past, future, present. And I hope you get the idea and you learn something new today. And I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I'll be back with another lesson another day.